Alright guys, gonna do one more video here while I still have a little bit of definition. Still a little bit veiny and grainy. And Wednesday, decide what we want to do. We want to go big and hard and just get fat, muscular though. At the same time, just a little soft. Start lifting the house. Or if we're going to stay strong and ripped and shredded, stay tight and keep that superhero look. You know, there's only one way to find out. It's been Jack Showtime Sandberg with Team Rab Fitness. A lot of people don't realize this. I think I did a 16-week prep. True, but I was off all over the place. Wasn't dialed in here yet. You know how much time I spent with Rab? 8 weeks. 8 weeks to get freaky lean. Could you imagine another 8 weeks on the same plan when I got veiny and grainy almost overnight? Just a hunch, but I think it'd have been even tighter and more freaky. You gotta remember too, I've been eating nonstop for the last 2 days. Most people, when they eat like that, they are freaking washed out. I watched one guy literally overnight completely wash out, and he was super hard in condition and top 5 in that show, and the next day was fat. So if you can just imagine 16 weeks of that same freakiness, that would be a much tighter, veinier and grainier physique yet. So I think Rab Fitness, I wouldn't have been competitive without you. I'd probably look like shit like in 2015 and not even made top 5. So very happy where I'm at, and I think the judges made the right call on where I placed. I kind of thought I was in the top 5 too. Wasn't really sure where. I can't see where I'm at compared to those other guys, and they're all really good. They were about this big, and they're all shredded. So I've got no complaints with the judges. I did some things that washed me out a little bit. That was my own fault. That I'll be able to avoid, next time. If I get back on stage. I was supposed to retire after this one, but was really going for that win. I know I'm capable, of winning more state championships because I won a bunch already. But as we've discussed, it's not, once you've been there and you've won some shows, it's not about, racking up a bunch more titles. It is about doing the best you can, because it's not the titles that define you. It's your integrity. You're trying to build a legacy. You're trying to continue to improve. It's not about that bullshit of winning every time or quitting. That's that quitter's attitude. If you look at, I've seen people win. If a real bad day, they get a second. And I see that same attitude, that same guy with a positive attitude get destroyed and get not even make top 5 and get just killed. And you think, oh, this is the end of this guy. Guy be a little down for a day or two, but wouldn't really talk to anybody because he'd be really, really positive. Kick it back 2 years later, twice the size, even more ripped and shredded, and got his pro card. So, and he was always positive and didn't have a damn negative thing to say. So that's what a champion does. Don't have that stupid machismo attitude in that if you don't win one time, you quit. That's a loser's attitude. You're setting yourself up for failure. You are not going to be a winner with that attitude. You might as well just freaking smoke marijuana every day and hang out in your parents' basement. I swear to God. Because if you have that attitude, unless you're one of those freaks of nature like Arnold Schwarzenegger, where you lose one or two in your entire career and the rest of the time you're first, then you're a disillusioned motherfucker, and you're going to be really, really fucking disappointed with your life, because less than 1% of the population is going to be successful every time. You're going to learn 10 times more from a failure than you're going to learn from a victory, because if you win, you're just going to say, all right, cool. You may not deserve to win. Somebody else might have came in off. You might have been the only fucking person in your class. You know, you might not have faced any adversity yet. The only way you're going to know, man, is you're going to go in and take some knocks, and you're going to learn from that, and you're going to come back stronger. You're going to come back an even more skilled and veteran warrior, and you're going to be even more powerful. You're powerful beyond measure, and you got to keep that in mind, or you're not going to ever succeed in life. If you're going to have that badass attitude, you better back it up, and you better never fucking lose. If it's a one-time lose and you're out, that's not going to work, man. It's not going to work. Shit, if I'd have done that, I'd have been retired in 1992. I got 6th place out of 6 in my first bodybuilding competition. And I know guys that freaking go in, win their first fucking show. You know, what if I would have had that attitude? Where would I have been today? You know, where would I have been at in wrestling when I used to get my butt kicked all over the place? And if I would have quit, you know, I'd never had a winning record. I never made varsity. It's bullshit. You don't go and say, oh, this is too hard. I'm not going to do it anymore. I got to be comfortable. You know, you got to have that mindset. Too hard for you is just right for me. And if something's kind of hard, double your intensity. Make it harder, so then that way the stuff that used to be hard for you is going to be easy. And the hard stuff's just going to be a normal fucking day, man. Just a normal day at the office. Why try to set yourself up for an easy life? It's not going to be easy if you don't try. That's where too many people make the mistake. They want to be comfortable. The way to be comfortable is to be uncomfortable and earn that shit, and then you get to have shit. Nobody ever comes up to you and says, here's $5 million, have a nice life. If you do, you got a fucking nice dad or a nice husband or a nice wife or something, because nobody's just going to come up and hand you shit. And if they do, you're probably not going to appreciate it. You're probably going to fuck that money off. You know, you're not going to be able to go and take this money that you haven't earned yet and not know how to invest, not know how to grind, not know how to work for a living, not know how to invest and run a company and live off that $5 million, unless you're willing to change that mindset and go balls to the wall day and night studying how to invest and become a successful business owner and start grinding, or maybe you didn't grind before. Then maybe you might have a chance, but don't have that plan. You're not going to go out there and win the lottery, most likely, okay? I understand the philosophy, you don't win, you don't play, you don't win. So go ahead and throw out a buck here or there and see if something happens, but don't go fucking broke thinking, this is going to be the winning one. I'm going to put my whole paycheck into the casino or the lottery, because you're going to end up on the fucking street usually. So that's bullshit. You got to grind. You got to have a plan. You got to execute that plan. think it, speak it, put that into your actions and live it and do it. That's all you can do. So maybe you got a great body, but maybe your finances suck. So you got to fix that. Or maybe you got a lot of this. You got a lot of capital, you got a lot of money, but maybe your body sucks. So you got to get your ass in the gym, get in shape, right? Or maybe you have a great body and your money's pretty good. Maybe your attitude's shitty. Maybe you got no spirituality. Maybe you just want to go blow your brains out because you got no self-esteem, and you look like you have self-esteem, but you don't feel good about yourself. Your mind's at a deep, dark place. So now you got to work on being spiritual and giving back to your community and helping people, reading positive books, watching all the motivational videos and inspiring videos. That's how you're gonna make it. Otherwise, if you're missing any part of that Showtime triangle of success, you might be in trouble. You got to work on everything. You have one area in your life that you're successful at. If that's enough to keep you happy, good for you, because you're ahead of 90% of the people. But if you can master all three, you master your finances, you master your time with your family and your spirituality, and you master your physical body, and you put yourself in great shape and great health, you're the top 1%. And your life is going to be powerful beyond measure. You're going to be wealthy, healthy, and wise. And you're going to be cream of the crop. And you are going to rub off on other people. And every motherfucker is going to want to be just like you. And that is awesome. Why? Because we want to help people. We don't want to see people suffer. We don't want to see people in the street. We don't want to see people having a hard time with their life. What for? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to see other people suffer? Why would you want to be selfish and just keep everything to yourself, all be about me, me, me? And if you're like that, that's fine if that makes you happy, but I probably won't hang around you very often, just because I don't want that negative energy, rubbing off on me. Now, I'm saying maybe because maybe there's some really good things about you, that maybe you're a selfish son of a bitch, but maybe you're a badass at the gym, and I can't get enough of being around you when we're training. So anytime you're training, eating, or in that mindset, I'm right there with you. But then as soon as you're jackasses, everybody else, I gotta go. Got shit to do. I'll catch up with you tomorrow in the gym. Then we can rub off on each other and work off each other's strengths. I'm okay with that. And maybe I'll learn from you, maybe you'll learn from me, and we'll pick up each other's good habits and drop our bad ones. All right, guys. This has been Showtime with Showtime Shredded. Take care, and God bless. Size, growth. Get big.